Hello, my name is Callie Taylor. I will be reading chapter 21. Ouch, I'm stuck, help! Haley Daisy's cries sailed up the staircase as Kyle led the charge down the steps into the stacks. So what exactly are the stacks? Asked Akemi, 3 steps behind Kyle. It's where the library stores its collection of research material, said Sierra, who was 2 stairs behind Akemi. The 3 of them reached the basement. It was filled with tidy rows of floor-to-ceiling shelving units. Help! Haley sounded like she was on the far side of the room, behind the walls of metal storage racks crowded with boxes, books, and bins. What is all this stuff? Said Kyle, looking for a passageway, trying to find out how to get to wherever Haley was. Mostly rare books and documents. You can't check out, said Sierra, but if you fill out a call slip, you can use the material up in the reading room. With the whirl and a whoosh of its electric motor, a shiny robot the color of the storm troopers in Star Wars scooted across the intersection between bookshelves. It moved on tank treads and had what looked like a shopping cart attached to its front. Let's follow that robot, said Kyle. It might know the fastest way to reach Haley. The trio dashed up a narrow pathway to where they saw the robot extending its quadruple-jointed mechanical arm to pluck a flat metal box out of the slide-in compartment. The box had been stored in the section of shelving with a flashing LCD that read magazines and periodicals, 1930s. Somebody upstairs wants an old magazine, said Akemi. They're probably researching the Gold Leaf Bank building, said Sierra. I think it was built in the 1930s. Help! Screamed Haley. I'm stuck! Hang on, shouted Kyle. We're coming. Well, hurry up already. This way, said Kyle. They scampered up another aisle, turned right, and saw Haley. Her hand jammed through a horizontal slot near the top of the basement wall. To reach it, she had to stand on an elevated treadmill, maybe 30 feet long. Since the thing was rolling, Haley was jogging in place so she wouldn't fall on her face. The high-tech converter belt was actually a series of rollers, 10 robot carts scattered so no two were directly across from each other, were lined up on either side. I think it's an automatic book sorter, said Sierra. The laser beam near Haley's ankle probably scans a book's tag and tells the converter belt which of the 10 sorting trays to shove it into. You guys, screamed Haley, hurry up and rescue me. Kyle stepped back, tried to assess the situation. What is the slot you're hanging on to? The bottom of a stupid book drop, said Haley, trotting on the treadmill. I saw it on the floor plan. People can walk up to it on the sidewalk and return their books. I figured it had to lead down here. Smart move, said Kyle. You could crawl through the slot and escape. If you were the size of a book, Akemi said sarcastically. I never got that far, said Haley. The minute I stepped into until this belt thing, it started moving. Kyle nodded. Probably a weight-activated switch. A book falls in, said Akemi. The sorter starts up. Clever, said Kyle. Plus, it gives our game its first booby trap. Well, the game is no fun if you're the booby stuck in the trap, said Haley. Kyle turned to Sierra. We need to stop the belt so Haley can yank her hand out of the slot without falling on her butt or cracking open her skull. Have you ever read a book where the hero outwits the escalator or a rolling checkout bell in the grocery store or something? No, said Sierra, not really. How about one where the hero just flips an emergency shut-off switch, said Akimi, because that's what I'd do if I, found one. Akimi was standing right next to the wall-mounted switch box. She flicked it down. The converter belt slowed to a stop. Ta-da! Another chapter of my amazingly awesome autobiography, if I ever write one. Haley yanked her hand out of the box return slot. It sort of popped when it finally sprang free. She collapsed to her knees on the frozen treadmill. My hand feels flatter than a pancake, she moaned. Are you hurt? Said Kyle. Maybe we should tell the security guys that, what? That I have a boo-boo and need to go home? Forget it, Kyle Keeley. You're not going to beat me that easily. I'm not trying to. Haley showed him the palm of her hand. Save it, Keeley. She crawled off the conveyor belt. One way or another, I'm going to win this game. I just hope starring in Mr. Lemenko's commercials earns me some decent money. She hobbled around the bookshelves towards the staircase up to the reading room. When she was gone, Akimi raised her hand. Question? Yes, said Kyle. How come you guys inside the control room didn't flip a switch to shut down the book sorter when they saw Haley doing her cardio cha-cha-cha on it? Kyle shrugged. Maybe they weren't watching. Actually, said Serena, pointing to a square tile on the floor near the book sorter. I think they were. Kyle looked down. The tile was glowing like one of the tablet computer screens upstairs on the rotunda. Kyle read the words zipping across the illuminated square. Congratulations, he read out loud, for helping Haley and being a sport. You earned much more than a good sport. The tile popped open. Inside a small compartment was a rolled up tube of paper with a yellow card clipped to its end. Huh? Said Akimi. I guess somebody was watching. Kyle pulled the yellow card off the paper tube. It smelled like lemons. What's it say? Said Sierra. Kyle flipped the card over to Sierra and Akimi so Sierra and Akimi could see what was printed on it. Super duper bonus clue. Hi, my name's Callie Taylor. I will be reading chapter 41. Sorry, 40. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Really? Kyle said, astonished. You got nothing? Well, said Curtis, the only connection I can see is Thomas Wolfe wrote Look Homeward, Angel, and Lewis Carroll wrote Through the Looking Glass. Both titles have the word look in them, but the two books are otherwise completely different. The two authors as well. Kyle and his whole team stood in stunned silence until Sierra started jumping up and down. Of course, she shouted. Your time is up, announced Dr. Zinchenko. Okay, Kyle said to the computer screen. Thanks, Curtis. That was, really helpful. It was, said Sierra, daintily clapping her hands together like a very polite seal. The computer screen faded to black. What's up? Said Miguel. I think I know how to crack the statue code. There's a code? Said Akimi. Who knew? It'll take time, said Sierra, and I need a computer. Okay, said Kyle, who was sort of shocked to see Sierra so completely jazzed. We'll be in our meeting room putting together a list of new Dewey Decimal numbers from the Bibliomania cards, so we're ready to hit the ground running when the doors reopen at 10 tomorrow morning. While Sierra settled in at a desktop computer pad, the rest of the team returned to the Bibliomania board game. We should just start flipping over cards and putting together a list of call numbers, Kyle suggested. Sounds like a plan, said Akemi. She plucked a purple card out of the pile. Lose a turn was all that was printed on the other side. Try a different color, urged Miguel. Akemi flipped up a blue card. Take an extra turn was printed on it. So Akemi flipped over all the blue cards and Miguel flipped over all the purples. The purple cards all said lose a turn. The blue ones all said take an extra turn. Kyle had been checking out the red and maroon piles. All the reds say pick a yellow card, he reported. The maroons say grab a green. The grays do the same thing, said Miguel. Only they say pick a pink. The tan cards say go grab an orange. So that leaves the color we've already played. Kyle flipped over a yellow card, and the square root of 48,629.20271209. What the, said Akemi. Hang on, said Miguel. There's a calculator app in this desktop computer. Kyle read the rest of this card. Find half of 4-40-30. Well, that's 2-20-15 again, said Akemi, and the square root of 48,000 whatever is 220.5203, said Miguel. The King James Bible we already found. Akemi flipped through the rest of the yellow cards. Same with these. They all send us to the religion section to find that Bible verse. Ditto with the greens, reported Miguel. All clues lead to bird songs, warbles, and whistles. And the pinks all lead back to 27.4, said Kyle. I guess they really want to make sure we found get to know your local library, which leaves the wild cards, said Akemi. She examined the orange deck. Find a rhythm for cart and paperbacks, smart and zodiacs, cart and potato sacks, the art and artificial rooms, said Miguel with a sigh. Where, Akemi continued. We need to find a rhythm for Randy, Sandy, or Brandy. The Willy Wonka candy, said Miguel. So, said Kyle, I'm guessing the Bibliomania game was only supposed to help us find the 4 clues we've already found. But we need to know more numbers, Miguel, because a library should be a known place for known bodies. When Miguel made his pun, Kyle and Akemi both groaned. But then Kyle thought of something. This is why Mr. Lemichello called our timeout a bonus. He knew we'd need a ton of time to find a new source of numbers. Just then Sierra burst into the meeting room. You guys, I found a whole bunch of new numbers. What? Said Kyle, Akemi, and Miguel. Where? Up on the ceiling.